lost one game. Season's still here. Everything's cool. There's no crying in football. We got another game in 6 days. Give it up, Antwan Barnes driving across town for us tonight. I asked if you were sore, and you didn't. You said no, you're not sore. I find that hard to believe. National Football League out there throwing it around a little bit. You all right?
Yeah, I'm pretty good. I didn't play as many plays I want to play.
Well, I mean, you know, 4 games into the league here, right? I mean, you played a ton last week, correct?
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, as far as learning on the job and all that stuff, what has it been like for you a month into this thing? Did you know how hard the city's going to take every loss and how hard the organization takes every loss? Because you come from a different kind of program. I mean, I guess at Nebraska or in Oklahoma or one of those kind of schools where hundreds of thousands of people in the whole state stop. Coming from Florida International, I'm sure this has been, I guess Brian Billick would say, big for you in some ways, that this whole city gets hung over on a day like today when we go out to Cleveland and lose. It's crazy.
Yeah, I noticed how quiet it gets when we lose.
I noticed how quiet it gets when we lose out here at Orchard Landing. Everybody's sitting here and they're sulking. And I mean, I can't wait to play. They should move the game to Thursday night, right?
Yeah. Another thing I noticed was, you can't underestimate nobody. Like you do in college, a team that you can run over.
Well, here's the best part. I'm looking through your deal here. You played in the Sun Belt Conference, correct? Can anybody in the room even name another team in the Sun Belt Conference besides Florida International? So you get these schools, Louisiana Lafayette, which Brandon Stokely went to Louisiana Lafayette, the Raging Cajuns, Youngstown State, Florida Atlantic. Yeah, I guess, they all sound like Appalachian State or something like that, right? And we can't make fun of them anymore because they got the big win. But the Cleveland Browns sound like a team we're supposed to beat, I guess, right? And I guess, for all the young guys, for you, did you feel anything different? Because every week's different for you. You're a rookie. I mean, everything's new, I guess, right?
Yeah, but that the Cleveland Browns get a paycheck just like we do. So coming to the game, they're going to try to work as hard as we do. And we never underestimate nobody. But Cleveland Browns never underestimate us, and that's how they got the win.
What's it like for you, coming from a smaller school, and just maybe a plane ride home after a loss? The first one, Cincinnati, second one, Cleveland. I guess, I don't want to say it's old hat for Mike Flynn or Steve McNair. They've all won and lost big games. I guess every game's a big deal for you, and you came today and you said, I didn't play as much as I want to play or whatever. I guess that there are going to be weeks where you're injured if you stay in this league long enough and you won't play at all. And I guess that'll be the hardest thing. But a plane ride home from Cleveland last night, only 45 minutes. What is it like after losing a game?
Nothing I expected. A lot of guys on the team was mad. But once we got on the plane, I guess everything went back to normal. People was mad about the game, but once they got on the plane, it was all happy jokes. Me myself, I'm looking shocked the whole time while I'm on the plane. I'm like, wow. I guess because they're veterans, they've been through it, they've been through the loss, so they know how to handle it. For me, coming from a losing program myself, I was like, we just lost the game, so I expect everybody to be on the plane, be quiet, not saying anything. But
was that the way it was in college for you when you lost the game?
Oh yeah, it was quiet. A lot of people ain't say too much. You had them 1 or 2 people that wanted to try to get everybody happy, but it was quiet.
Run me through a couple months, because we had Antwan back. We did a show over at the Bowman back in May, June, minicamp, whenever it was. And I know I had all the rookies out, and none of you really knew what to expect, I guess, going into this thing and into training camp. And how's it been? I mean, when, let's say one of your old friends calls from Miami that, you went to high school with, a guy from the neighborhood, whatever. When they say to you, what's it like, what do you say to them? What's it like to play in the NFL? Because you were a guy that I'm sure in high school, whatever, you had a dream of playing at this level, but only a handful of guys wind up achieving this and getting to this level where you're playing in the NFL. What are you saying to those guys when they call and ask about the experience?
I mean, the first question they ask me is, how's Baltimore? And I tell them every time, I love in Baltimore. Much better place than, coming from Miami, a more fast-paced city. Coming to Baltimore, everything is slow, calm down, and quiet, and you get great support from a lot of people. As far as football, I tell them, it's a lot fast-paced as it was in college. The people here are bigger, way bigger, way faster. And you know, you got people that's earning not as much as you, but more than you. And, you know, they're going to prove why they're making that much money. So it's a whole lot of fast, whole lot of big people, and the game is just quicker.
That's funny because you said a couple things. First off about Baltimore, let's go back to that. You could have been drafted anywhere. At what point did you realize the Ravens were interested in you? Where were the other places you could have wound up?
I mean, I thought I was going to Tennessee. Tennessee was on me hard. Jacksonville Jaguars on me pretty hard. You know, calling me every day, saying how I'm doing, how the family's doing. So, you know, I was getting prepared to go to Tennessee. Took a visit up there and everything. Liked it up there.
Schwartz would have taken good care of you there. Jimmy Schwartz, the coordinator, buddy of ours. He does a show on Fridays. Good man. Baltimore guy. There you go. You would have something to talk to him about. But so you wind up here, and what is it about Baltimore that you've liked? I mean, being, like you said, from a faster pace, Miami, better climate. See, he doesn't know. Hadn't gotten cold here yet.
Yeah.
What's the coldest football game you've ever played in?
It had to be like 60.
You might beat that this weekend in San Francisco. Who knows?
Something like that. I know my state championship game in high school was about having like 30-something degrees.
Have you ever seen it snow?
Never seen it snow. Never seen it.
You know, this is the funniest thing for anybody from Baltimore. My wife and I, we have two good friends from West Palm Beach, and we spent time at their home. We vacation, go down. We're going down to the Dolphins game, and the female part of our friends had never seen snow till last year. She's 30 years old. And, you know, you just take it for granted being from Baltimore. Like, I had a pretty good feeling you probably had never seen snow.
I've seen snow on the ground, but I've never seen it actually snow.
So you've landed and seen snow on the ground. Where was that?
When I was in New York. Wasn't on to Boston for a track meet.
So you didn't go to Indianapolis for the combine?
I did.
It snowed there.
I didn't see it though.
You must have gotten there after or before?
And I stayed in my hotel the whole time. So
what was the combine like? Run me through the combine real quick.
It was pretty interesting, you know, seeing guys that you see on TV every Saturday, every Friday, Saturday, all in one spot.
You mean the coaches? You mean you're talking about, or
as far as the players, you know, like,
the college players? Okay.
You know, like Troy Smith, the Brady Quinns, Calvin Johnson, all the people, you see them all in one spot. And it's like, wow, you know, I'm here with these people who achieve and trying to go to the same place I'm trying to go to.
So as far as Indianapolis, I guess the snow wouldn't have, is it going to be a big deal to you when it snows?
It would.
I mean, it snowed like crazy. I was in Indianapolis for 2 days and all it did was snow. You must have gotten there late in the week or left before.
I was there. I haven't seen what.
I think my shoes are still wet from that snowstorm. So the first day it snows here, first thing you need to know is nobody here knows how to drive in. That's the first thing you need to know. Don't take your car out, because these people aren't. Nobody's on the road. And the kids aren't going to school. First snowflake, everybody's off from school. You need to know that. This is a crazy place for snow, Baltimore. This isn't normal. Like if you were in Buffalo, people don't even react to it. Here, people sort of act like they've never seen snow before. Maybe in some ways.
I mean, I'm getting prepared now. My closet now is plenty of clothes, plenty of shoes.
Got your Timberlands? Got some boots?
Yeah, got the Timberlands.
Nice.
Got the big coat jacket.
I got a lot of stuff to talk to Antwan about here. You said something about the losses and it being different than maybe you thought it was going to be like. What were the wins like? I mean, the 2 wins we won, even the fans here were a little like, oh boy, you know, like we almost lost both of those games at the end, Jets and Arizona. For you, getting a chance to play so much in the Arizona game must have been a thrill.
I mean, you know, being 0-12 in college, you know, then finally winning the game in NFL felt like a Super Bowl to me. Because
you were 0-12 last year.
0-12.
What were you the year before?
5-6.
Well, it's not that bad.
Yeah, not that bad.
So hold on, when you beat the Jets 2 weeks ago, it was the first time you've won a football game in 2 years.